Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, our CEO talk today will be delivered by Mr. Kok Long from IP88 Holdings Sdn Bhd. IP88 Sdn Bhd is ASEAN's leading payment company. Since 2006, IP88 has successfully provided e-commerce and online payment services to more than 150,000 merchants regionally and globally. In 2015, NTT Data, a Japanese system integrations company, acquired IP88. As one of the global innovators, NTT Data has been striving to establish a framework through which it can provide its diverse services worldwide and support its customers' needs. Headquartered in Kuala Lumpur, IP88 has presence in Malaysia, the Philippines, Indonesia, Cambodia, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, and more recently Bangladesh. IP88 also has presence in Hong Kong, China, and Japan through its collaborations with NTT Data. IP88 currently engages over 230 professionals across its offices, backed by strong partnership with over 100 local and international financial institutions. Our team of the art payment solution has assisted and built up thousands of successful entrepreneurs in e-commerce and space. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I would like to call upon Professor Dr. Hanina Hadi Siraj, Director of CITRA University, to give an opening speech and remarks.
Okay. I don't mind stand here because I'm so excited.
I would like you to just give.
No worry.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good afternoon to everyone. Thank you, Fauzan. Yang berbahagia Mr. Kok Long as the co-founder and executive director of IP88 Holdings Sdn Bhd. And yang berbahagia Mr. Product National Heko, Deputy Director Academic and Student Affairs CITRA. And also Associate Product Nazrin Muslim, Deputy Director Research and Networking, CITRA. Associate Product Anwar as the Director of SESMED, academic educators, and of course my students, terpanggil anak-anak my anak-anak semua. Welcome to the CEO talk organized by the CITRA, mainly for you all to have access to individuals like Mr. Chan himself. This is one for the first one for 2020, and we're going to have more, particularly because we have met a lot of industries that will be very excited to come here and share with you. I'm sure Mr. Chan, when he steps into the university, it reminds him of his own university time when he was like you all, looking up at people giving inspirational motivation and talks. And I'm sure it's also what is happening to you now. You are looking there and say, give me 10 years, I'll be there, just like Mr. Chan. I hope that is actually what you would actually, tell yourself. When I'm talking about entrepreneurship, I think the most important thing is the resilience. That the ability to bounce back. Whenever you fall, you bounce back. And you fall again, you bounce back. And you become stronger. You see Mr. Chan today as a very successful man, but you do not know how many times he has fallen down. And this is what I'm going to tell you, that, if it is just first attempt and first success, it will not be as sweet as if it is your 10th attempt. So without any further ado, I think you all want to listen to Mr. Chan and not me. So thank you, Mr. Chan. Terima kasih Dewan Keladi. Next time we'll call you lagi. Okay, terima kasih.
Alright, thank you, Mr. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now present Mr. Chan. Floor is yours.
Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you can see how excited I am when I actually came back after 30 years. I graduated in year 1990. And coincidentally, my faculty is just next door. I graduated from faculty mathematics. I'm a mathematician, but I don't know why I end up studying mathematics. So I'm sure a lot of you sitting there, sometimes you and I wonder, why are we studying subjects that we don't want to study? Okay, before I start, I always love to give some gratitude. I think I can speak very well in Bahasa, but after so many years didn't speak Bahasa, I actually make myself to practice some Bahasa, including Pantun and Peribahasa. So since Professor already start with Pantun, I will also Pantun sekejap lagi. Now, terlebih dahulu, saya ingin merakamkan jutaan terima kasih, especially to Professor Madya Dr. Masito Yaakob, dan juga rakan-rakan di Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia. Now, rakaman ribuan terima kasih saya ialah kerana saya diberi satu peluang keemasan untuk saya berkongsikan pengalaman saya dan juga perjalanan hidup saya setakat ini. Dan juga saya ingin merakamkan sesuatu yang dalam hati saya, di mana Universiti Kebangsaan ini merupakan satu tempat yang saya amat hormati. Kenapa? Kerana Universiti Kebangsaan ini memberikan peluang saya menimpa ilmu. Dan ilmu yang saya sudah terima, saya ambil sebagai bekalan hidup. Dan bekalan hidup ini membawa saya dan membolehkan saya mengatasi masalah-masalah hidup saya selepas saya graduated in year 1990. Now, I would like to say that UKM bagi saya, pak kata pepatah Melayu, di mana bumi dipijak, di situ langit dijunjung. Kenapa saya amat hormati bumi UKM? Kerana di bumi sinilah saya dari seorang yang sangat miskin, hanya di UKM saja memberi bekalan hidup saya menjadi apa yang saya berjaya setakat hari ini. Saya masih ingat tahun 1986. Waktu itu kaki saya menjejak di bumi yang saya amat hormati di sini. Tahun pertama belajar di pengajian kuantitatif. Waktu itu masih bukan fakulti Science and Technology. Is pusat pengajian kuantitatif. Now, waktu itu dalam hati saya berjanji kepada diri saya sendiri. Satu hari saya mesti kembali ke Menara Gading ini sebagai seorang contoh atau role model supaya pengalaman saya itu dapat diberikan sebagai bekalan hidup kepada semua para hadirin yang datang hari ini. Harapan saya ialah hari ini saya ingin memberitahu bahawa pengalaman saya adalah pengalaman yang saya ditimba pengalaman selama lebih dari 30 tahun. Dan saya sudah menjelajah lebih 80 buah negara dan juga melawat lebih dari 120 kota di dunia ini. Saya harap prinsip saya jauh perjalanan, jauh pandangan. Saya harap prinsip ini juga akan menjadi prinsip kamu semua. Pergilah menimba ilmu, pergilah mencari pengalaman supaya satu hari kelak pengalaman-pengalaman ini adalah sangat penting sebagai bekalan hidup kita. Now, saya ingin memberikan 3 petunjuk hidup saya. Yang pertama, kalau kamu ingat saya seorang usahawan yang berjaya, tolonglah jangan ikut sebulat-bulatnya apa yang saya buat. Kerana kejayaan seseorang individu itu adalah sangat unik. Okey, petua pertama ialah jangan ikut sebulat-bulatnya. Contohnya, kalau hari ini kamu ingin melaksanakan satu perusahaan payment gateway, can you be another IP88? You cannot be another IP88. You have to innovate. You have to improve the idea according to technology, according to community, according to requirements. That is very important. Meaning to say, jangan tiru bulat-bulat. Kita harus ikut dan inovasi. Okey? Itu petua pertama saya. Petua hidup kedua saya yang saya ingin kongsikan ialah belajarlah kesilapan saya dan juga belajarlah cara-cara saya menggunakan untuk menyelesaikan masalah saya. Yang itu sangat penting. I always advise all my audience, if one day you able to meet somebody who are very successful in entrepreneurship or your mentor, don't ask him how he achieved success. Ask him how he overcome problems. The reason is, as I say, success is very unique. But problems are all the same. Your problem, my problem, they are all the same. Masalah, mengapa saya kata masalah sesama kita adalah sama? Siapa tak ada masalah kewangan? Angkat tangan. Wah, semua tak ada masalah kewangan. Saya ada masalah kewangan juga. Right? Masalah kewangan semua pun menghadapi. Right? Kalau kamu seorang usahawan, masalah talent, kaki tangan pekerja, tenaga pekerja, itu masalah yang sama. Masalah market, masalah pasaran, masalah target pengguna, itu semua sama. Tapi resepi kejayaan itu sangat unik. Right? So that is petua saya nombor 2. Petua hidup nombor 3 ialah, ini saya nak pantun sikit. Malu berkayuh, perahu tenggelam. Kalau malu bertanya, apa jadi? Sesat jalan. Now, saya berjanji, kalau kamu tanya soalan, tak ada satu soalan itu dianggap soalan bodoh. Tapi kita jangan mengikut perangai kura-kura. Kura-kura dalam perahu, pura-pura tidak tahu. Now, kenapa saya pantun 2 rangkap ni saya nak kongsikan kepada para hadirin? Kerana saya observe, saya perhatikan ramai antara kita, tiap-tiap hari kita berdepan kepada masalah. We face a lot of challenges. Ada ramai orang pilih buat tak tahu. Macam kura-kura dalam perahu. Pura-pura tak boleh. Sebenarnya seorang usahawan itu, apa yang mereka sangat berjaya, Bukan kerana mereka ada peluang keemasan. Kamu so pasti ada banyak case study, even you got good opportunity. But if you don't have staying power, you can never make it in any entrepreneurship. Now, that's why in order for you to ask question, that is very, very important. Now, a lot of time, ramai orang tanya saya, Pak Chan. A lot of people call me Pak Chan. Kenapa? Sebab saya bisnes, saya sudah lama bisnes di Indonesia loh. Sudah 15-an tahun. Nah, kalau di sana mereka pasti panggil saya Pak Chan gitu. Nah, kalau di sini Encik Chan. Anyway, I feel very comfortable whether you call me Pak Chan or if in Thailand they call me Kun Chan, no problem. All right. Now, what I want to share with you next is all the secret to solve problem. Apakah secret rahsia? Saya pasti ramai kalangan kamu akan tanya, Pak Chan, can you share with me what is your secret of solving problem? Let me tell you where I get the secret of solving problem. Rahsia menyelesaikan masalahnya sebenarnya sudah di perpustakaan. Kalau kamu tak percaya, banyak prinsip-prinsip yang saya pegangin itu sebenarnya dari peribahasa, pantun, kesimpulan bahasa. Prinsip menyelesaikan masalah bagi saya ada dua peribahasa yang saya pegang sampai hari ini. Kalau kita nak menyelesaikan masalah, kita harus genggam bara api sampai jadi apa? Arang. Kita jangan melepaskan batuk. Wah, kamu sudah tahu semua rahsia dah. Pasti kamu akan berjaya kerana prinsip dua inilah saya pegang sampai hari ini. Bila saya berdepan dengan masalah, saya akan ingatkan prinsip ini. Sebenarnya prinsip ini tak perlu kamu Google. Cuma tanya nenek moyang kita. Nenek moyang kita sebenarnya lebih pandai dari Google. Betul tak? Peribahasa ini sudah dalam ilmu kita berapa tahun? Ratusan tahun kan? That's why I love to read peribahasa. Okay? Now, okay, before I start my presentation, sebelum saya mempelawa kamu ikut perjalanan hidup saya, saya mau sedikit sebanyak to tell you some of my background. Of course, I built up IP88 and now we have present in more than 7 countries. I actually sat in many positions, hold many positions like counselors in PICOM, advisor in PICOM. I also currently now have 3 years appointments by PayNet, which is owned 100% by Bank Negara, as a member of the advisory forum. And also I do a lot of mentoring within the e-commerce sector throughout Asia Pacific. I speak a lot throughout this region, especially in Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, and last 2 months I was in China. Last 2 months, not last month. Jangan takut, jangan khawatir. I spoke in a group of international audience on a very specialized topic called payment in Shenzhen. Right? Now, before I start my life journey with you, I would like to share a bit who is IP88. As you can see, we are the leading and award-winning regional payment company. And we have more than 280 staff. We connected to more than 100 over financial institutions all over this region. And of course, we have more than 30 over 1,000 merchants in our platform. And of course, our presence in this region, we are the leading payment company in Southeast Asia. And we have very strong presence, of course, in Malaysia, in Indonesia, in Cambodia, Philippines, Thailand, as well as in Bangladesh. Of course, if you want to build a company, you must build a company that wins awards. Not that I want you to feel arrogant about me or whatever. Award is a testimony of the company commitment towards product quality, towards human staff quality, and towards the community qualities. The services that you offer must able to benefit the community as well as the nation. And that's what I meant by winning awards. Winning award is not just award that you display in the cabinet. Winning award is a testimonial of your commitment. All right? Some key milestone about IP88. Saya nak buat iklan sikit lah about IP88. In year 2015, NTT Data. NTT is the second largest conglomerate in Japan. The number one conglomerate in Japan is Toyota. And the second is NTT. And NTT acquired 51% of our company in year 2015. Now, the milestone that we achieved when NTT acquired us, not just because of the money, is the reputation. Because NTT is a corporation that only invests in good companies. Let me share with you kebanggaan kita semasa kita we bring this news to Bank Negara because we are regulated by Bank Negara. He said, Bank Negara, NTT want to acquire us. Bank Negara said, it's a very good company, please proceed. This is the testimonial where if you have a good company will come to you. If you've got a good attitude, positive energy, positive idea will come to you. So starting today, don't spread negative energy. Don't talk about coronavirus. To me, coronavirus is very negative. Why we talk about virus? Why we want to talk about virus? There are so many millions of viruses and you talk about one particular virus called coronavirus. Talk about how are we going to make humankind a better living environment. How to make UKM community to be one of the top community in the country. These are all positive energy. And if you want to do business, positive energy is a must. Of course, these are some of the news about IP88. Personally, I actually appeared in Bloomberg twice. I appeared in Awani. I appeared in TV2. Newspaper and so forth. And the most recent one, which is an honor to me, is I appear as one of the main story in CEO magazine from Australia. And this photo of mine is actually taken from the CEO magazine. You can see it's a January edition. That means last month edition. Okay. Now, please sit tight. I'm going to bring you my journey. I'm going to berlawa kamu semua menyelami perjalanan hidup saya. To me, success is a decision. Kejayaan itu merupakan satu keputusan. Let me ask you, to make a decision, is it so difficult? Raise up your hand. Anybody who said, oh, buat keputusan itu sangat susah. Who agree and who disagree? Yang lain, dia duduk di atas pagar, tak tahu mana. Atau lalang, angin tiup sini, dia di sini, angin tiup sana, dia. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you must be proud of your decision. You must be proud of your opinion. If you think yes, you must say yes. You must stand up and say yes. I agree. You understand? All right? My journey. Let me go through with you my early life. I was born in a family of 5 siblings. And my father actually passed away when I was at the early age, like 8. And to us, every day, we actually look for one thing only in our life, is food. We never have proper house, not even a flat. If you think that you are so bad, you came from a family that's so poor that don't even have food on the table, don't even have place to stay, I think then you and me, we are equal. And worse than that, every day in the morning when we woke up, we only think about one thing in life only. It's always food. I'm sure every morning when you wake up, first thing you do is, what I'm going to eat for my breakfast. This is exactly what we think, because we never have full stomach. So every day our goal is to find what to eat and where to find the food. Simple goal. That's all. In our early life, there's no such thing as mid-term goal, long-term goal. Nak jadi usahawan, berjaya, all this is never in our vocabulary. Of course, education to us is always tough. I always remember whenever teacher asks for school fees, this is time, if I can hide under the table, I hide under the table. Why I want to hide under the table? Because most of the time, I don't have money to pay my school fees. When discipline teacher come, discipline teacher is always check tardiness, right? I look at my shoe, it's always, by right is putih jadi hitam. So when they say start hitam school, I say it's good, because my one always hitam one. So I always feel that going to school is something very shameful to me. Report book day. To me, I see a lot of my colleagues, wow, report book, they got so excited. Why? Because they want to show off how many A's they get. I say, what's so great? Mine is automatic, all red. Semua merah saja. But once in a while, when I'm a bit good luck, I got blue once in a while. All right? Of course, journey to the school is always like battlefield. I don't know how many of you, when during your younger days, you have to take public bus to go to school. During our time, public bus, one bus can take 40 passengers. Easily got 200 people waiting for the bus. And I have to wake up early in the morning. And going to the bus is not beratur. Going the bus, if you can, you want to be like a rugby ball. No, you actually throw yourself into the bus. If you are a bit skinny, you can throw yourself through the window. But if you are a bit big size, you either go from the front or you go from the back door, the emergency door. And to me, every morning is like going to a battlefield. Right? Then, to me, while waiting for the bus, going to school, success is getting into the bus. That's how simple we thought about success. Now, for you guys talk about success, it's all very complicated. When you call about success, you must have BMW, Mercedes, you must have big houses, travel business class, that's success. But to us, success is get into the bus. Right? Of course, before school and after school will never be very joyful to us. Why? If it's morning school, come back, afternoon I have to work to help my mother. If it's afternoon school, morning I have to work to help my mother. How can we don't help our mother? Because my mother had to work from 8 a.m. to 12 a.m. Not 4 hours. The 12 a.m. is the other day a.m. So it's actually 16 hours. And 16 hours of work and earn only 500 ringgit. If you think what you are getting now is very little money from your parents, think about it. Of course, chicken to us is once a year. And I still remember we always count, okay, this Chinese New Year, I got drumstick. Next Chinese New Year, I make sure I try to get the wing, chicken wing. Otherwise, we will get the breast meat. Now, that is joy for us, if we have chicken to eat. But now, sad to say, I see a lot of chicken, not even, you eat one bite, you just leave it to the bird to eat, right? And that's how poor we are, or how poor we were. This is what I meant by poor. My question to you is very simple. How poor can you be compared to us? You are millionaires. I never see millionaires don't have enough food. I never see that millionaires have to throw yourself into the public bus. Because now, no bus, tak apa, Grab lah. Betul tak? Right? Now, I make the first decision in my life. And this decision I make really changed me. Now, decision number one I made, I still remember when I was in Form 1. Form 1 means I was at the age of 13. Semua tahu Form 1 kan? So normally what happened at the last day of school before your long holiday in November? Your class teacher always take out the report book and start to compliment the top students, and then those who never pass exam are the one to be used as a shaming. So I'm one of those who went to the front and get rotan. And I studied in Samping Road School, which is a very notorious school. They created a lot of gangsters more than leaders. So this kind of school environment I was in. Now, after being rotan in front of the class and being a co-ed school, meaning to say it is a mixture between boys and girls. Malulah, kena rotan di hadapan perempuan kan. And I was so sad being rotan because the teacher don't understand why I always fail exam. Because if the teacher know, every morning when I wake up, I look for food. Where got time? To us, education never important, right? To us, every morning we only think of two things only. What are the two things? It's always food and money. I got money, I can buy food. I need food, I need money. That's all we think about. Of course, after getting back the report book, I have to go to the battlefield to take the public bus to go back to my house. I'm sure by the time perut pun lapar kan, letih lagi. Then I look at the dining table, I see, ngapa kosong pula di atas meja tak ada apa pun. I thought my mother actually forgotten to cook. Actually, my mother didn't forget to cook. It's actually nothing to cook. Then, what I did was, I searched the whole house and I managed to find 25 cents. And those days, 25 cents, I can buy a packet of Maggi mee. And that's how, after eat the noodles, you still got the soup in it. The leftover rice mixed with the soup, And that is my lunch. Of course, after making my stomach filled with food, I'm very happy. I feel very tired. I want to sleep. Now, don't get me wrong. You think we are staying in a bungalow? No, we are staying in squatters areas. Squatters areas, you never want to sleep during the afternoon. You know why? Because you will do sauna inside the house. Because keliling semua zinc, atap zinc, keliling pun zinc. So, hey, don't get me wrong. When I was young, I was very slim, very thin. If you look at my younger days shape, I was very thin. Then I have no choice. I slept under the tree. Not because I like Isaac Newton, but it's because sleeping under the tree is very. I actually slept, and what happened was, sebelum maghrib, then I woke up. When I woke up, I tell myself, why my life is so screwed up? I just ask myself, why? Then I said, look, I cannot live like that anymore. I made a decision. My first decision is I don't want to be poor anymore. I want to earn how much by the age of 27. I want this, I want that. I be very precise. Let me share with you the power of making decisions. That's why people who can decide are normally leaders, because not many people dare to make decisions. And today, I dare you to make your first decision. The first decision that's going to change your life. My first decision that changed my life is when I was at the age of 13 under a mango tree. And that is a fact. Not because Isaac Newton under apple tree, I'm under mango tree. What happened was, the moment I decided not to be poor, miracle happened. I start to think very sensibly. I said, look, yes, I'm very poor. In order for me not to be poor, I must be somebody. I must be either a doctor, an engineer, or a lawyer, a banker. You see, it's a very logical decision. Then I said, look, in order for me to be, I decided to be a salesperson. I don't want to be just a salesman. I want to be a sales consultant. You know why I choose to be a salesperson? The reason is very simple. During our youngest day, we are being trained in our mindset is money and food is most important. Money and food. Let me share with you, the moment you have this thought of money and food, you are actually at a crossroad. And what kind of crossroad we are talking about? The crossroad is either you become a bad guy or you become a good guy. Because people who are driven by money and food can become the top something in the world and can be the best entrepreneur in the world. And during my early years, I was trained the value of hard working. I was trained the value of money. That's very important. You must know the value of money. It's not how much money you have, but the value of money. To me, value of money is to give me not to be hungry anymore. And that is the value. It's not to buy food, not to be hungry. Right? Now, then I ask myself, in order to be a sales professional, I must be knowledgeable. In order to be knowledgeable, I must what? I must get a degree. Then I said, let me share with you the story. You know, all of us, after STPM, we apply our universities. I am very sure all of you here, the moment you receive the acceptance letter from EPU, EPU, and I am very sure all of you will be so happy you get tawaran masuk ke universiti. Siapa tak happy? Who is not happy? We were so happy. And I told my mother, Mother, I got accepted into UKM. My mother said, yes, that's very good. But I can't afford you. I said, Mom, the tuition fees, you know how much during our day, not tuition fees? One semester, kita ada 2 semester kan. Sekarang 1 semester tuition fees berapa? Louder. Ni semua pemalu ni, janganlah pemalu. Berapa ribu? I can't hear. Can any one handsome and strong gentleman stand up and tell me how much is the tuition? 1,200. During my time is 500 ringgit. 500 ringgit aja. And my mother cannot afford it. So if you think your life is tough, how about me? And how about many others even worse than me during my time? Therefore, I told myself, in order to get a degree, I must get a scholarship. People like me, if I cannot get a scholarship, I cannot study in UKM. That's how critical we are and we were. Of course, in order to get scholarship, bukan senang kan. Kita mesti ada keputusan yang baik, pencapai akademi yang baik kan. Then I said, look, I need to study, idiot. Then I start to see light. The moment I made this choice, the decision I made, I even decide, yes, I must get a scholarship. I must get a scholarship. I make that decision. These are all the decisions I make. What happened? The moment I make this decision, I start to see my life now. They are no longer dark. In front of my life, there's hope. The moment human being has hope, you will become successful. If you don't have hope, you will definitely won't make it, whatever you do. Human being is proven way back in old history. As long you have hope, harapan, you will make it. Of course, after I realized that I need to study immediately. You know what I did? I went back to my house, inside my house. I was so excited. Suddenly, my energy is so much. I don't know this energy come from where. Let me share with you, after going through my journey for more than 30 over years experience, this energy comes from your positive thinking. Our brain is so powerful. When you are so positive, you will get all kind of energy within you. And what I did was, immediately I took all the mathematics books, latihan buku text. I start to do every mathematics questions. And guess what? Magic happened. You know what's the magic happened? I become top student. In my SRP, I become one of top 10 in Sejuk Pelajaran at Cochrane. I become top 20 in Sejuk Tinggi Pelajaran. Just for your information, you check back our year, 1986. My result is AABB. It's not easy, my year. Of course, now you all got a lot of 6A, 5As. Last time, the whole country got 1 or 2 straight A, 5As. Right? And I'm a double math student. Of course, Anugerah Dekan second year in UKM. Well, a lot of you clap, meaning you know what is Anugerah Dekan. I am very proud of my Anugerah Dekan. To get Anugerah Dekan is very easy, right? 2 semesters, all subject you get A. I think you get Anugerah Dekan. Am I right? I think so. Of course, I graduated with 2nd class upper in mathematics UCAM in 1990. Of course, I obtained my Chartered Institute of Marketing when I was in 3rd year. 3rd year, while I still in this Menara Gading, I have my Chartered Institute of Marketing. When I was in 3rd year, I have my Certified Diploma in Accounting and Finance from ACCA. When I'm still in 3rd year. When I was in 4th year, I complete my Associateship in Insurance Institute. It's AMII, is equivalent to a degree. And of course, I'm a BP scholarship holder. And that's me. The miracle happened the moment you do what? Miracle happened the moment you make a decision. And today, I want all of you, you people are, orang kata, the future leaders. You must start to learn and you must start to make decisions. Of course, the lesson learned. These are something that I want you to really pay attention. What are the things that we learn from my experience? I want you to learn from my mistake, my experience, and use it as your life tool in order for you to overcome your problem in the future. Lesson number 1. Most self-made millionaires and billionaires are likely came from poor family. If you don't believe me, read all the autobiography of self-made millionaires. They all came from very, very poor families. Now, I would like to do a small exercise here. If any one of you feel that you came from a poor family, if I were you, I would stand up. Anyone thinks that you come from a poor family like me? If you got the guts, you can stand up. And let me tell you, whoever stand up, you already a very successful person. Because for a poor person, came from poor family, and you can study in one of the top universities in Malaysia, you already a successful person. And I can tell you, in order to become a multi-millionaire, one of the criteria is you must born poor. So being poor is not a shameful thing. It's actually your license to be a millionaire or even a billionaire. All right? Decision made must be precise and timing. The moment you make a decision, don't say, I want to be a doctor, but you didn't actually put in the timing when you want to become a doctor. You want to be a doctor in 20 years' time, in 40 years' time, or you want to be a doctor in 5 years' time, or 4 years, or even you are the smart person, you'll be a doctor in 3.5 years. Right? So must be precise. And of course, this is very important. Accept the life that was never fair to you, never is, and never will be. Now, let me tell you, I already accept life is never fair to me. Why I was born so poor is already never fair. Now, what are the miracles when you accept life never fair to you? Never was, listen, never was, never is, and never will be. Jangan harap life will be fair to you in the future. Never will be. You must accept life owe you nothing. The moment you accept life never fair to you, you know what happened to you? You start to stop complaining. Do you still complain, mengapa orang ada Mercedes lah, saya naik kapcai? Mengapa orang tak belajar, dia dapat A, saya belajar 12 jam, saya dapat C? You never complain because you already accept life is never fair to you. Next, you will work harder. Memang hidup saya ni tak adil lah. In order to make it in life, I must work harder. That's why I always tell my friend or my mentee, I do a lot of mentoring. I said, look, if you think you are smart, there are so many people smarter than you. You are smart. If you work hard and you work double hard, triple hard, your success is even better or faster than those who don't work very hard but very smart. You will focus your energy on your goal and your dream. Once you accept life never fair to you, you stop complaining. All your energy, you will focus on how to achieve your dream, your goal. You don't compare with others, but yourself. Because the moment life is not fair, do you still compare? No? You don't compare anymore. You compare yourself. Tahun ni, tahun depan, last year, I'm better than this year. This is what you should compare. You don't expect any help. If there is any, it is always bonus. You will continue to learn and be humble. And that is very important. Orang kata, jangan ikut adat ibadat lalang. Semakin tinggi, semakin tegak kan. Ikut resmi, padi. Semakin presisi, semakin tunduk. This is what you should be. The more you become humble, the more people want to teach you. The more people want to see you successful. Alright? Of course, you will start to acquire all positive traits and quality to become a leader. My career journey. Of course, obtaining multiple qualification. Also, my result is actually not bad graduate with second class upper and multiple degree and so on. I gone through a very good career in my life. Okay, I ventured into IT industry. In fact, my first job in MCSP. Do you know that I took my first flight, naik kapal terbang pertama kali when I started to work in 1990, and that is from Kuala Lumpur to Kuching. That's first time saya naik pesawat. And now, for the last 2 years, I've been flying all over the world every week. Of course, second job with Berjaya Ross, and my third job is with Time Telecom. And something that I'm very proud to say is, I drive the same car as the Group MD. The reason why I want to share this to you is I don't want you to think that I want to show off. I want you to treat life as a journey. I view myself, one day I become a MD. I must behave like MD. So I drive the same Audi 6 and park same place at the MD. Even the security guard also don't know whether it's the MD or whether it's my car. Right? Now sometimes you must do something crazy. We are not against the law, but we want to affirm ourselves that your journey must be colorful. Sometimes nakal sikit tak apa. Kalau kita tak nakal, rekod kita tak warna-warni. Rekod kita very monotone. Then, of course, I got a very good 10 years career. I actually earned a lot of money from commission. I actually own 2 houses, 2 cars, and I actually married, and I actually have 2 daughters, and so on and so forth. Then, at the age of 32, I have to make another decision. Now, every time I say I'm going to make another decision means something very bad happened to me. Now, decision 2 made at the age of 32. 1997, end of 1997, what happened to the country or to Southeast Asia? The 1997 ASEAN financial crisis. That's where I see share market keep on going down. And I lost a lot of money. All right? This time, what did I screw up now? I actually owe the banks more than 300 over thousand because I'm so naive. I thought with all my certificate, all my degree, I can beat the market. Oh, buy low, sell high. Senang aja kan? Beli saham. Belilah murah, jual tinggi. Then I make little bit of money, I start to talk to the bank to get share margin. That's where my journey to sleepless night starts. I have 3 houses, monthly installment, overconfident. I was overly confident. Sometimes a lot of education also not so good. I'm too confident. We thought what we cannot conquer. And I'm expecting my second daughter, commitment. More. I have bought a lot of insurance, not within my means. But now this insurance is really a blessing now. Because most of my insurance is matured. It's going to mature. Income tax come after me. This is, orang kata paling jalat. Hokkien langkong jalat. I work so hard. I even part-time doing MLM. I want to earn a lot of money. But because of my when I submit my income tax, I define my source of income, wrong definition, I have to pay back 50 over thousand. Every single money commission I made from the MLM, I have to pay more than I made. How do you feel? You work so hard. You work every day until 12 o'clock midnight, 1 o'clock midnight, early wee hours in the morning. And income tax just sapu sekaligus. How do you feel? And I have 2 cars to pay installment. Of course, commitment. All this, some of you boleh jadi gila tau. You just bayangkan, wah, bank 300,000, installment houses. Inilah anak kedua datang, wah, orang boleh jadi gila kan? Right? Now, I make this second decision. I told myself, look, I don't want to be an employee anymore. I want to be an entrepreneur with no financial worries. And I actually tell myself which year I'm going to repay my loan, which year I'm going to be what, which year I'm going to make my first million. You must be very precise in your goal and objective setting. Of course, over the years, the moment I decided that I don't want to be an employee anymore, I start to get businesses. I start to be very thick-skinned to ask around. That's why I want you to ask. Anything you don't know, ask. I asked for distributorship, and I got distributorship. I asked for Time Telecom IDD card distributorship, I got it. I asked for Celcom prepaid card distributorship, I got it. Nah, that's the reason why I said, jangan malu bertanya. You must be thick-skinned to ask. As an entrepreneur, you must ask. You must ask the bank for money. You must ask company to give you the distributorship. You must ask people to work with you. You must ask for the partnership. Of course, this is my business journey. Over the 10 years, we are one of the top distributor, and I still remember in year 2006, our sales turnover was 1.6 billion. It's one of the largest in terms of sales turnover. We won every award that were up for grabs. Okay? We have 14 branches in the country and employ 150 staff. Now, lesson learned before I make my second decision. Lesson number 1. I try to play the game of life without knowing the rules of the games. This is very important. I hope you all really listen. If you think you want to win the share market, you must know the share market out, in and out. If you want to invest into a company that you are targeting to invest, you must do a thorough research about the company. Why the company have the potential, who are the leader, who are the top management of the company, and why they are so unique. Then only you invest. Not like last time we think we are so smart, people say invest, we invest. So, whatever you do, you must know the rules of the game. If you want to do business, you must learn from successful entrepreneurs how to start a business, how to solve problems, how to solve your financial problem, how to solve your human resources problem, how to solve your market problem. I learned that the only person that willing to sacrifice everything for you is the person that sleeps with you every night. And that is my wife. When you are so down and out, you don't think the whole world will come and help you. This is the time you will appreciate the person that sleeps with you every night. Your spouse will give everything he or she has to make sure you continue to survive. And tonight, if any one of you married, please hug your spouse and tell how much you love him and her or her. Don't expect any financial help from friends. If you think your friends were there to help you, the moment you are in trouble, your friends will be the first to run away. You don't believe me? You try to pinjam 1,000 from your friend, right? Only very, very good friends. And not many people have very, very good friends, including me. Work smart and work very, very hard. And acknowledge that everyone's life is a 10-year cycle. That is very important. You notice not, at the age, when I was young, then at the age of 32, my next decision to make is around 42 or 41. So it's always a 10-year cycle. You must know what to do when you are down, and you must know what to do when you are high and mighty. Decision that changed my life again. As I said, every time I show you, the moment I want to make a decision, it's always bad news. At the age of 41, I lost my prepaid distribution overnight. Being the top distributor, all it takes is one telco CEO just sign termination, and that's it. And I'm gone overnight. And what I screwed up now, the screw up is even bigger. First, being the number 1 and largest prepaid mobile distribution, with turnover 1.6 billion, I start to learn the word kowtow. Chinese word kowtow means you must dengarlah arahan. Saya yang mengikut perintah. So, as far as I'm concerned, the time is between stubbornness and stupidity. I was so stubborn and stupid not to give in certain demand by the CEO. And that result to my termination. And I lost everything I built for the last 10 years. And I tried to hang on my company. I have 140 staff. My staff is like my family members. I never even fire any one of them. No VSS at all. And during that 3 years, I lost $8 million. And worse still, we have 30 million bank facility to pay within the 3 months period. You think your problem is big? My previous problem, I only owe the bank 300,000. Now 30 million. What are you going to do? Are you going to jump from 12 stories? Or are you going to complain? Luckily, I know that life never fair to me. Never was, never is, and never will be. And that is my guiding principle. So what I did was, okay, these are the branches. I lost 8 million, 150 staff, livelihood, and so on and so forth. The thing that I felt so bad is the injustice to my family. My dream, my family future are suddenly in the dark. If I lost everything, never mind. But my family, I dragged my whole family together. And this is something I feel so bad. I actually almost give up. Actually almost give up. I shattered and wanting to give up. And that's me. So what decision I made? This round, I made a decision. I will never do a business that I can't control. I must control the brand. I must control the technology. This technology is mine. This brand is mine. That's how I start to build IP88. Lesson learned. I have learned and accept the 10-year cycle in life, ups and downs, and how to deal with it. If any one of you experience this kind of up and down, you want to know, please don't ask me when I'm high and mighty. Ask me when I'm at the lowest point in my life. How I'm dealing with my lowest point in my life. Because when you are high and mighty, whatever you do will be very successful. But when you are very low in your life, that's where you need a lot of guidance and a lot of help, whether divine help, friends help, or whether community help. I've learned the word kowtow, and it is a very expensive word and painful. Why do we want to argue with people? That when the people give you money in your pocket, right? So it's very painful. I learned how to give more than what I have received. I told you I lost 8 million. I never terminate any of my staff. I even give them bonus. Even I am suffering. And by doing all this, giving more, you think you will rugi. No. The moment God give you back, God won't give you small little thing. God give you beyond material gain. God is great and God will always there to help. This thing is, bad things come in batches and it's always come at the same time. You must expect it. The moment you are at the very lowest point in your life, you don't think money is just the problem. I can assure you more to come. Relationship will come. Suddenly, even your neighbor give you problem. Even somebody that you don't know also give you a problem. So, it's okay. Expect this kind of problem. The more, the better. Find the feel-good feeling. Now, this is very important. I really want you all to understand this. Find the feel-good feeling is, when I was so down, I almost give up. What I did was, I even talked to God. I was so frustrated, I talked to my goddess of mercy. I said, look, you have been trying me since young. You make me lose so much money when I work as an employee. Now you take my business overnight. What do you want me to do? I actually literally argue with her. That's what I do. Of course, I was, after membebel banyak kan, letih juga. Then I actually sit down and actually I slept. The moment I wake up, I feel different me. I say, look, I start to think sensible. Yes, these are the problem. To me, any problem, there must be a solution. And I start to look at my problem one by one. And I break this problem into smaller problems. And I dealt this problem one by one. And that's how I come back. And that's how I get this positive feeling. Positive feeling is something that makes you feel nice. You see, when you are at a very low in your life, you are so low that everything you do will never get you anywhere. Anything you do also will accept a lot of your energy but don't give you the results. So what you really need to do is, when you're so low in your life, you must do something that you feel happy. For example, if you go and catch grasshopper, tangkap belalang, if you feel this is something make you happy, do it. Because every positive energy that you accumulate, it will accumulate and make you stronger. Never listen to negative feedback. Okay? Now, if you are ladies, even senang, you just call your boyfriend and you give him a slap. If you feel good and happy, call him, because he won't be angry one. The more you slap, the more you suka. The more you suka, the more energy you have. And that's where you bounce back. Like what Professor said, you need me like my size to bounce back. That's very important. Of course, the feel-good feeling make me build IP88. Within 7 years, we are one of the leading company in Southeast Asia. And of course, in 2015, we were acquired majority share by NTT Data, right? That's us during the signing ceremony. This is one of the major milestones. Of course, I will run through my IP88 journey. We started IP88 because we believe that e-payment is the future. Every business needs payment. First 6 years, we don't even make money. Being the pioneer in the business, we have a very strong market leadership, and we are one of the top leading brand in Southeast Asia. And this is something we as a Malaysian should be very proud, because IP88 is a 100% Malaysian company, Malaysian technology, and this technology is being exported out of Malaysia. You should be very proud being a Malaysian. Now IP88, I'm sure if you do most of the online payment, and very high chance every 10 transactions you make, 5 transactions is actually carried by IP88. The biggest milestone we achieved is NTT acquired us, and now I think our valuation is definitely more than 200 million USD. And that's how we built based on feel-good feeling. When I was so down, I wanted to give up. The feel-good feeling. Now tell me, is it worthwhile for you to slap your boyfriend? Slap more when you're so down. Because you need all this feel-good feeling. And this feel-good feeling will catapult you to another level. Looking back, what I have learned. My success today is made of a series of decisions. And I want you to know that this series of decisions is leading from one level to another level. Now, for every 10-year cycle, you will actually have a down cycle. But your down for your next cycle is always lower than your next. Meaning to say, you are progressing. Even my third decision when I was down, but my net worth is definitely more than my previous 2 down. And that is life. Okay? Life is a journey. This is very important. Don't treat life as a destiny or destination. You must enjoy the life. Because this journey is an ongoing journey. I don't know when you will stop this journey. So life is not just you make 1 million, 10 million. Life you must enjoy while you are making the money. You must contribute to the society. You must make yourself relevant in the society. Like myself, I told Professor Dr. Masito Yaakob, I said, look, Professor was in my office, said, "Hey, Chan, you are very busy." I said, "Professor, for me to come back to UKM, to any school, any college, any student, I can cancel my trip, but I make sure I'm free for you." Being poor is not a shameful thing. That's why I really hope any one of you who came from poor family, don't feel shy that you came from poor family. You must stand proud. As I said again, the moment you are in UKM, you already make it to a certain extent in your life. You are so much better than people who born with silver spoon. All right? For us to enter a university, we have to work all our way up. And you made it. You should be very proud. Not just because you are born poor, you must be shameful. In fact, it's a blessing. Learn the rules of the game. I hope you really understand this, because the moment you step out from this university, whatever you do, you must learn the rules of the game. Believe in the power of making decisions. I hope I already show you I made 3 major decisions. And making decision, what happened? Miracle happens. Every life has its own 10-year cycle. Never give up. Every success always comes with challenge. Value moments. You see, people ask me, "Hey Chan, do you enjoy all this?" To me, I enjoy every moment. I enjoy moment like this. I enjoy moment before you come in. I enjoy my moment on the way from my office to UKM. Enjoy every moment. Life is so valuable. God created us to make a difference, and there you give up your precious life. This is very, very sad. I got 2 teenage daughters. My second daughter just graduated from University of London, and she told me, "Dad, I don't know why my friends, some of them are super rich, and they just commit suicide." And depression is something that, to me, depression, initially I almost argued with my daughter. I said, "What depression? In my time, depression is no money, no food. Your depression just because you break up from your boyfriend, and that is depression. Your depression because, people drive a car, you cannot afford a car. That's depression." But sad to say, the millennials, you people, young millennials, don't ever give up your life. Because why? You are born for a purpose. You are born for a purpose. Some are born poor, some are born average, some are born super rich. It's okay, because all of us have our role to play. If everybody born rich, then who's going to work for the rich? Am I right or not? So my message to you is, don't give up your life. This is very sad. Never fear the things that haven't happened. A lot of you, why you fear things that haven't happened? You should fear the things that you haven't do. Go and make mistake. If you got good idea, talk about the idea with your panchara, your professor. "No, I got this idea. I want to change the world." It's okay. Some people laugh at you. It's okay. Tell me, when Elon Musk started something, everybody laughed at him. Same goes to Microsoft. Same goes to Steve Jobs. Same goes to Jack Ma. Jack Ma even can't employed by KFC. 100 orang, 99 employed. Jack Ma didn't get his employment in KFC. Make mistake. Moving forward, I have made my 3 decisions. And moving forward, I will make another few more decisions. The next decision I made is to bring my company to the next level and to invest in company that has great idea and good people. I'm an investor, and I also a mentor. And I did invest in companies in Indonesia, in Malaysia, and so on and so forth. If you got good idea, share your idea. To start my charity organization focusing in helping poor. I already know what I'm going to do. I already allocated a piece of property in Pudu. It's actually at the junction of Jalan Pudu. I want to build a school. And I model the school like Stanford School. I'm going to build the best school in terms of academic achievement plus additional life skill. Every classes must achieve good academic plus another life skill, right? And whoever want to join my charity organization, I'm seriously look into retiring from operation in 3 to 5 years in IPA. I want to start my charity organization. And any one of you one day wants to join me, please, if you have no money, put in your effort. If you got money, chip in your money. If you got idea, chip in your idea. Nothing is not worth your effort if you want to help people. Of course, to share my journey with young entrepreneurs from all walks of life. It's really sad to see millennials like you to give up life easily. And I want to share my experience and knowledge because I know I cannot bring this to my grave. But I can share this and depart to all of you. My hope is, harapan saya senang aja. Apa yang saya melalui, pengalaman saya, perjalanan saya, kesilapan saya, ambillah sebagai bekalan hidup. Your life too. Of course, now you have heard my story. How about your story? How to start writing your story? You want to know how to start writing your story? First, you must know the why. Why you are doing this. You must know the why you are doing this. That's very important. Because the moment you know the why, the what, the where, the who, the when, and the how will come in automatically. I give you one example. Is making 10 million is a why. I want to make 10 million. That's why I want to do business. Is that your why? Why I go into business? Because I don't want my immediate family to go through what I have been through. I don't want my immediate family to have perut lapar, empty stomach. I want my family to have a quality of life family. That is my why. The moment you know the why, you got all the energy and the how, and what to do, when to do, where to do, and so forth. So knowing the why is very important. It's not the money. Because if you can make 10 million, you want to make 20 million. If you want to make 20 million, you want to make 100 million. And there's no ever ending. So the why you are in that business is very important. Why you come to, you came to study, why? You ask yourself. I hope tonight you go back, ask yourself why. Why you need a degree? Why? Once you know the why, of course the answer is no. Making money, how much money is just mean to an end. If I got 10 million, yes, I can afford a nice house, a nice car. So what? Are you happy? Are you being respected? Adakah kamu golongan yang dihormati? So you must ask yourself why. Start writing your story now. The first thing is set your goal. You must set your goal. What you want to be, what you want to do, and set the timing. There's no point setting a goal, I want to be like this in 100 years' time. It's meaningful. Meaningless. Learn from the family of 1H and 5W. Whatever you do, senang aja. What to do, where to do, when to do, the 5W. And the how. Learn how to stay motivated. Why you need to learn how to stay motivated? The reason is very simple. Because your journey is always face a lot of challenges. If you are not motivated, you can never overcome challenges. Pick up the feel-good feeling and nurture it. That's why sometimes people say, hey Chan, sometimes you just laugh and you talk very loud and Well, that's how I feel nice. And as long as you feel nice, do it. So for ladies, you think slap your boyfriend is good, just do it. Jangan bagi can. Find some books that motivate you. There are a lot of mentors, but they are all sitting in the library. Go to the library and search for your mentor. Right? Read books like 7 Habits of Successful Entrepreneur and so on and so forth. Expect problems and challenges and always acknowledge that problems come in big and batches and they don't come alone. Enjoy your success because success is a journey and it's not a destination. I see a lot of my friends, to them success is a lot of money in the bank. Let me share with you, money in the bank is not your money. Money in the bank, money is yours only when you use it. Money in the bank is maybe belongs to my children. Worse still, sometimes belongs to my in-law. Think about it. Pay back to the society and Mother Earth. As I said, to me, UKM is always bumi yang saya pijak, langit saya junjung di atas. We must always respect your parents, respect your alma mater. Okay, I've done on my presentation, but this is something where I can go through very fast. Any one of you want to start a business? This is my experience to start a business. Maybe I just go through in 1-2 minutes. First, you must identify a problem. Business is about solving problems. The bigger the problem is, the bigger the opportunity is. Think about it. Now is a chance for you to talk to young people, small boy. Talk to them. They will give you a lot of ideas. They will tell you their problem. Don't underestimate the small boy tell you their problem, because these are the potential problems that potentially you're going to do big in your entrepreneurship. That's why I love to listen to problems. That's the reason why I do a lot of mentoring. Listen to problems. Find a passionate solution to the problem. Solution can be new and untested, or can be existing solution but with certain modification. That's why I say never ikut bulat-bulat. You must innovate. Optional. If you have a trusted mentor, consult him. But if you don't, idea can be copied very easy. Now with the maklumat technology, you tell me this idea, I can tell you. The moment you share with me this idea, I can tell you what you expect to do and what you want to do. So you must trust the right person. Otherwise, your idea will belong to somebody's idea. I'm telling you from my heart. No textbook will tell you. Trust your mentor. Okay? Form a team and you must play the lead role. You cannot form a team and you are not playing the lead role. You don't think that, oh, I hire somebody to run my business. There's no such thing. Nobody will build your empire. Raise money from others only after you have sold your last underwear. Now, a lot of people ask me about this. Hey, Chan, how to raise money? I said, before you even ask me how to raise money, have you sold your last underwear? If you are still wearing an underwear, that means you are not ready to raise funds. You know why? You are not committed to your business. If I'm committed to my business, I will sell my last underwear, I will sell my house, I will sell my shoe, I will sell everything. I know I'm going to make it. But you are not selling it, meaning your business commitment and also business, how solid is your business, is you yourself is still very unclear. All right? Okay, with that, okay, idea you have to roll out as fast as possible. If you think you got a good idea, you can't roll out within 6 months, forget about it. Because whatever your idea, the moment you say, I Google search, I do some research, I know what you are doing. Right? Expect problem and challenges. The bigger, the better. Never give up and continue to persevere. Remember, there are businesses that need certain gestation period. Even Maggie Mee also need 3 minutes. Don't think you do a business now, tomorrow you become successful. My payment gateway, 9 years don't make money. Think about it. Work very smart and very, very, very hard. Networking is a must and continual effort. If you want to be in keusahawan, you must start to meet people. If I were you next time, any event you attend, don't just sit down. Go and introduce yourself. Go and make friends. The more friends you have, the bigger network you have, that's where miracles happen in entrepreneurship. Okay? With that, I would like to end my sharing. Success is a series of decisions. Make the decision now, and thank you for your attention. Any questions?
Right, so kita akan membukakan sesi soalan jawab. So kalau ada soalan, ada sebarang soalan, boleh ajukan soalan pada Mr. John. Alright, susah. Sebarang soalan.
No question, meaning my presentation is so clear that you really understand in and out. That's good. Okay, Doctor, I think we just close.
Terima kasih atas input tadi. Saya ada soalan. Of course, I think it's knowing it, our life punya kata draft naik turun. What is your anticipation of the next decision that you have to make? And you have, kita tadi ada 24. Of course, as we grow older, okay, the next one pada saya lah, the next one will be most probably related to your health. And by then, probably you will start to have something. But kalau you're already thinking about charity, then I think that will be, no matter what is that, stumbling block going to be, but your charity is going to be the one that lifts you up. So I dapat macam tu lah.
In fact, it's very true. If you ask me, what is the next biggest business trend is always in health-related business. If you were to venture into biotech, if you venture into medicine, venture into anything to do with health, the reason is very simple. You see, being a human being, once you reach certain status in your life, health is things that you will really value. This is a time where you will make decisions to be more healthier. That's why you start to see that why the health, the wellness industry continue to build, grow tremendously is because people are more conscious about health. Of course, my next decision is, these are something very personal. I actually make a decision to reduce my weight from 106 to 95 within 6 months. I now from 106, I actually reduced to 99 within 4 months. So another 2 months, I will, God willing, I will reach my 95 kg. Now the point is not that I want to share that I want to reduce weight. It is because what triggered me to reduce weight is because beginning of last year, my sugar level reading is just crossed the borderline. It's around 6.0. The borderline is 5.8. Now I know that diabetes is mother of all disease. The moment you got diabetes, you start to have a lot of disease coming in and so on and so forth. So I make a decision to be healthy. Now, why I need to be healthy is because I still got a lot of things to do. My charity, I will never want to leave this world without seeing my school kick off as what I want to be. That's why making a decision to have a good health is a very natural requests or wants by a lot of people. At the end of the day, any one of you want to go into health-related industry, now is the best time. The reason is you got super rich. A lot of e-commerce people, a lot of people from IT, whatever they do, they become instant billionaires, a lot of millionaires. And at the end of the day, why I said if you want to do a business, you must find a passionate solution. Because whatever you do now, AI can replace your whatever processes, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, all this will replace a lot of repetitive businesses. But computer, robotics, all this cannot repeat your passion. Meaning to say, nowadays, no longer you must be a doctor or you must be an engineer. If your passion is in music, be the best musician you can be. The reason is very simple. You got a lot of people like Jack Ma, Bill Gates, all this, who are willing to pay you a lot of money to listen to your skill of playing piano. If they just want to listen to good songs, robots can play. Any robots can play very good songs. But this robot play without passion. If you think that photography is your passion, if you think that early childhood education is your passion, do it. And so that is my advice. I hope I answer your question. Thank you.
I open for hands.
Hi, Mr. Judge.
Yes, yes.
Okay. I'm actually alumni of UKM. Maybe ada kita kat sini, they cannot appreciate as much as what you have shared macam I. Because I've moved through similar thing macam you. But you have shared a lot of wisdom in the past 1 hour. If there is one thing you want adik-adik kita bawa from this session, what would it be?
What I want you to take away is two things. Two things. Number one, you must decide. You must make a decision. The problem is a lot of us, we always think that we got 1,000 years to live. We thought, oh, I can decide later. I can do it later. I can... Let me share with you my personal story. And I'm regretted even until now. I always thought that in order to repay my mother kindness, I want to be rich. I want to be super rich. I want to take my mother to stay in 6-star hotel, take first class, eat the biggest abalone in the world. But the moment I achieve certain financial, my mother health can never enjoy such. And within such short period, she passed away. So my question is, if you think you got a lot of time to decide later, the things that I want you to bring back leaving this hall is first, make a decision. No decision is the best decision. If you don't make decision, it's definitely no good for you. My advice is, decide. The moment you decide, you start to see the wisdom. You start to know the second step, the third step. You know what to do. If today I don't decide not to be poor, I might be the biggest gangster in town. Why? During that time, my mind is only money and food, money and food. Second thing I want you to take home is, make a decision and expect problem in your life. No such thing as you will enjoy life without problem. Whether you like it or not. Good things always come with problem. That's why Chinese got this yin and yang. Whatever positive, there is negative. It's a universal thing. So if you want to attain certain success, you must face problems or challenges. I never see people who attain success without facing problems, unless you prove me wrong. So that's the reason why I say, whenever you got chance to meet speaker, mentor, or your idol, your whoever, don't ask how they become successful. Ask them how they solve their problem. Ask them, when you have no money, how you solve your money problem, how you solve your relationship problem. All right? That is very important. Make a decision and solve problem. And the principle to solve problem, genggam bara api sampai arang. And jangan melepas batuk di bawah tangga. Because problem will never last. Trust me, you think coronavirus will last for another 10, 20 years? Look at SARS. Look at what? Yeah, it's very, orang kata, very fearful, menakutkan. Problem never lasts. But your success will always last. Like what people say, harimau mati meninggalkan belang. Manusia mati meninggalkan. I hope you have an answer. Thank you.
I open for another questions to audience.
Actually, I don't understand why no student ask me certain business opportunity. You should ask me something. You think you are trivial, the question is trivial. The answer is no. You know why I want to hear your question? Because I want to learn from you. I want to learn from your problem. Because by hearing your problem, I can identify opportunity.
Selamat sejahtera Mr. Tan. Soalan saya bunyi macam ni. Kan Lazada, Shopee atau Fingo dia ada link dengan IP88. So, saya nak tanya, kalau berbalik ke kalau student nak invest dalam Fingo untuk dapatkan side income?
Okay. To me, it's very simple. Okay, who from biotech, who study bio? You see those ikan who tag along the big fish. Have you seen those minnows? We call it minnows. You know the small ikan tag along the ikan yu? Have you ever seen all these small ikan become a big ikan? They always become a minnows. Now, of course, if you say you want to make money, make some side income, you want to invest, yes, you can make good money, but you must decide, are you an entrepreneur, are you a businessman or businesswoman? Now, a lot of people always confuse between a businesswoman and an entrepreneur. A businesswoman is basically a trader, peniaga. Peniaga, you boleh jual keropok, you are peniaga. You jual nasi lemak di tepi jalan, you are peniaga. You sell in Lazada or sell in Shopee, any marketplace, you are a trader. But an entrepreneur is create opportunity. That means you create something out of nothing. That is entrepreneur. You get what I mean? So the question is, there's no right or wrong. That's why success is very relative. If you think you can make $10,000 every month, you are very successful. Shopee can give you this kind of avenue to achieve your 10,000 or even more. Is that what you want? You get what I mean? So there's a lot of ways to actually market. And to me, as long as you got a very positive attitude to increase your income, you want to earn something extra, the answer is why not? Go and try. What's wrong? You will lose nothing. But the experience that you're going to learn from selling into Shopee or selling into Lazada or Presto Mall, you just name it, is the experience. Pengalaman itu sangat penting. And today for the whole 1 hour, I talk about pengalaman, kesilapan, belajar kesilapan saya, ambil pengalaman saya. That is very important. I hope I answer your question. So to me, there's no such thing as whether it's worthwhile or whatever. To me, if you feel so happy selling in Lazada and can sell some of your design, your clothing design, why not just do it and learn from it? Of course, you want to do other big things, share with me the ideas. I can mentor you guys. Any other question? That's why I don't understand why nobody like to do business or entrepreneurship.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chan.
Good afternoon.
I have one question.
Yes.
Do we have, if I or you never hold any big role in your life, and suddenly you will become it's just a simple thing, and suddenly you become a president of a club, but you feel like you don't deserve that role. So, how can we or me or any other friends that become a president for the first time, what is the best character of leader that we can hold and that we can
Carry your presidentship, okay?
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, first and foremost, the fact is that you don't judge yourself. It's other people who judge you. Whether you are capable to become a president or you are capable to become an entrepreneur, it's not you decide. If people give you the mandate, you are the suitable candidate. That means people who vote you see the positive thing in you. No human being is perfect. Saya tak pernah lihat seorang yang begitu sempurna. Kalau dia sempurna, dia sudah jadi Tuhan. All us as a human being, we are not perfect. I'm not perfect. But why you are chosen as a president is because there are quality in you. Sometimes all it takes is one quality. You don't need to have thousands of quality to be a leader. Just one quality. To me, whether you want to be a president, whether you want to be an entrepreneur, first, you must speak from your heart. Because, that's why I say peribahasa ni, segala masalah kita is in the peribahasa. Kalau benar, you don't scared kan. Orang kata, this peribahasa is what? Emas, kalau emas tulen, no matter how you burn, is how to speak already. Benar, berani kerana benar, something like this. To me, it's very simple. As long you are sincere, you tell the truth, you speak the truth. Nothing can beat kebenaran. Nothing can beat your sincerity. Now, you think a president need to be a super kung fu to be a president? Right? First is your honesty. Second, to be a good leader is you must listen. You must listen to problems. And then, now, sometimes people are carried forward, oh, as a president, it's my tanggungjawab to selesaikan semua soalan, semua masalah. As a president, you must know the skill of delegation. You must know to identify resources. This problem, who is the best to solve this problem? That's why in businesses or organizations, there's a word called delegation. You must delegate. As an entrepreneur, I cannot do everything. But I'm very good in identify people who have the skill that can do that job, that can solve this problem. So whether you're president for the first time or not, to me it's very simple. You must do it from your heart. Kedua, listen to problem. And then next thing is, you must decide what to do. Don't worry about whether your decision is right or wrong. Any decision is a good decision. The question is whether it's a right decision at that moment in time or not. All right? So I hope that answers. So don't worry. People give you the mandate, that means you must have certain quality that you deserve the presidency. Simple as that.
Alright. Sister, you have another question?
Silakan.
Maybe this is the last question.
Abang Chan, Assalamualaikum semua. Nama saya Muhammad Syazwan dari Asmai. Okay. My question is, saya rasa ramai yang kat dalam Dewan ni punya keinginan untuk memulakan perniagaan sebenarnya, termasuk diri saya sendiri. Keinginan saya adalah untuk memulakan perniagaan untuk charity dan sebagainya. Saya nak minta pandangan Abang Chan berkenaan dengan
Wah, hati saya ini shock lah. Abang, I'm 54 years old, dia panggil abang. Thank you.
alumni UKM. Minta nasihat Abang Chan berkenaan dengan seseorang yang mempunyai idea. Dia dah ada idea untuk berniaga, idea untuk memulakan perniagaan. Dan nasihat Abang Chan, apakah patut kami yang muda dilakukan untuk memulakan idea kami sebenarnya, dan memandangkan kami tidak ada ilmu dan hanya punya idea saja.
Okay. Bila seseorang itu ada idea, next thing is you must ask yourself, idea itu, adakah idea ini memang this idea can be executed now, or it is too early, or it is too late. First, you must ask yourself the idea. You must self-talk about the idea, whether this idea is something you want to do. Now, the moment you got very excited over this idea, then you must test out the idea. The first thing to test out is you must test out certain key people. You can test out to your mentor. You can test out to somebody that you know very well. Okay, I got this idea. What do you think? And you must listen to their feedback, whether it's a positive, negative. Now, whatever feedback they tell you, you must ask the 5W and 1H. Why you said that? What makes you think like this? Where to do this? How to do this? After you yourself already very yakin yang idea ini you want to do this, you want to execute this idea into business, then the next thing is you must actually form a team. A team can be one person, a team can be two person. Then you must study how feasible is the business. You must learn, you must pick up tools like, you must know to study the market potential. It always starts with how big is the market potential. Let me tell you, any business, semua business pun boleh buat. Tell me, jual kacang putih boleh buat tak? Memang boleh buat. Tapi, jual kacang putih itu, potential of the business is how big? Is this what you want? Even you jual nasi lemak pun boleh untung. Is this what you want? That's why you must ask yourself what you want from this particular business. The why is very important. Why you start this business. Alright? Now, once you know why you really start this business, because just now you mentioned about, you also want to start something to do with social, some charity, and so forth. Now, social enterprise, all this charity, all this, and the conventional entrepreneurship is very different. Social enterprise, you look at the end of the day, your objective is to help that particular community. Your success can be many ways. But for a traditional entrepreneurship, it's always profitability, and profitability. So it's two different things, right? So if it's social enterprise, it's a social enterprise. And social enterprise, not easy for you to make such a big profit. But the normal enterprise, you will make huge profit if your idea is a very good idea where you solve huge problem. So, intinya senang. Whatever you want to do, how big is the problem, will determine how big is your enterprise. Like now, you can solve coronavirus, you can become instant billionaire. You see? That is the biggest problem now. Even you can sell masks also, orang beratur to buy the face mask. You see my point, right? So you must ask yourself, why you want to do that business? That's where mentor come in to guide you. I actually expect question like how to raise money. So it shows that a lot of you got a lot of money, right? Let me ask you one question. Ask back. Do you know that I started business with negative money? I owe the bank few 100,000. I don't even have extra. I owe a lot of money and I started the business. My point to you is, if you got good ideas, you will convince people who see your ideas. The only problem with a lot of us is, you only talk to 1 or 2% and expect the 1 or 2% buy your ideas. You must continue to find somebody who share these ideas. And you must sharpen your skill to be able to express your idea, to make your idea so semangat. No. If you tell people about your idea without your semangat, people pun hilang semangat. Right? So I hope I can answer you this. Of course, if you want to ask more detail, we can have a separate session. If you really got an idea, talk to us. Okay.
Right, so I assume there's no questions here. Alright. So ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to Mr. Chan. Alright. So Mr. Chan, please accept our sincere appreciations for the outstanding presentations and teaching today. So it was very interesting to hear about you and your experience. So I hope students please take note and please change. Alright. So with that, I would like to call upon Professor Dr. Anwar, accompanied by Associate Professor Dr. Najib Muslim, to give some token of appreciation to Mr. Chan.
Thanks a lot. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Okay, this is from all of us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you, Mr. Chan and Dr. Najib. Alright, so next we will have a brief photography sessions. So
Okay.
It's great. Yeah.
So we have another
Kita ada gambar di atas.
session
Oh, okay.
for the photograph.
So kita naik atas.
Di atas ke? Di atas ke kat bawah? Saya nampak semua sikit.
Bawah je. So they can stand up.
Kita berdiri ke duduk ni?
Very
Inspiring.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ada dalam IG storyline.
Alright, students, please don't go out. We have another last sessions for the photography sessions. So maybe you can stand up and just crowd in the middle.
Budak-budak ni biasa lah. Okay, dah.
Okay.
Dah.
Okay.
Belum.
So students, please be in the middle for the photography session.
Very inspiring.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can I have a quick selfie with you, Nana?
Kau rumah je.
Okay.
I hope you enjoy it.
Okay.
Okay, freestyle.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, kita minum.
It was a really,
Thank you so
really
much.
good one.
This is
Really good.
Prof Mat. Congratulations.
As a currently
Jadi of faculty. Now kalau dulu your dean dulu lah.
Once again,
This is the
thank
dean
you
of faculty.
everyone for
So itu I suruh dia bawa you pergi tempat lama.
Okay.
Jadi you punya tour guide. Pergi tempat lama.
After so long,
Hello.
This is Kepala Dekan, Prof Radif.
I have my duty as a master of ceremony for today's event with Wabila Ustadz
Have you ever been back since you left?
I think this is my second time. So it's about 30 years already. The first time I came back is about 10 years after I graduated.
Jalan-jalan.
I met with